Well, early on here at Roland Garros 2016, the draw is always a hotly contested topic and piece of conversation. And one of the most interesting parts of the draw was the direct result of Roger Federer pulling out before the tournament. As a result, 9-time French Open champion Rafael Nadal was guaranteed not to have to play Novak Djokovic or Andy Murray, the first or second seeds, until at least the semifinal. As it turns out, he was drawn to Novak Djokovic's section. So if seeds hold, it'll be Djokovic and Nadal, and the defending champion Stan Wawrinka against Andy Murray. Now, Wawrinka has already survived a huge test, down 2-1 against Lucas Rosol. Played some inspired tennis in the fourth and the fifth to keep his defense alive. Djokovic has a very advantageous draw. Could this be the year to complete the career Grand Slam? It would be so incredible for him and the sport. He's come closer and closer every year, last year losing in 5 sets, obviously, to Stan Wawrinka. Rafael Nadal, the most dominant clay court player of all time. He's won here 9 times. He's won Barcelona 9 times. He's won Monte Carlo 9 times. He's in very good form. He's gotten better and better as the year has gone on. And to beat him best of the 5 sets here at Roland Garros has proven to be the biggest test, the toughest challenge in men's tennis. Now, as usual, Stan Wawrinka is underrated, underappreciated, and probably a little under-acknowledged. That might change a little bit by virtue of him winning last week in Geneva, already his 3rd title this year. So he's coming in here with some much-needed confidence. And Andy Murray, he's played excellent on the clay as well. Last year was the first time that he had won a clay court tournament, winning both Munich and then also Madrid. This year, winning in Rome and getting to the final of Madrid. So he's coming in with a lot of confidence. Now, there are a lot of other dangerous players that could do a lot of damage on the men's side. Milos Raonic has played very well, got to the semis of the Australian Open. He would be in Wawrinka's quarter. He beat Wawrinka at the Australian Open, so that would be an interesting matchup. Raonic so dangerous in these conditions. He's been to the quarterfinals here before, and he's made a lot of improvements in his game under the tutelage of Carlos Moya, a former champion. So that's a nice storyline. In the bottom section of the draw, it could be a potential quarterfinal matchup, Kei Nishikori against Andy Murray. Nishikori has played very well on the clay as well. Finals of Barcelona and the semifinals in both Madrid and Rome, losing 2 tough matches to Novak Djokovic. That could be a battle of 2 of the best backhands in the sport. Nishikori has a former French Open champion in his corner, Michael Chang, and Andy Murray has had such an incredible clay court campaign. It was just last year that he won his first clay court tournament on the ATP World Tour, winning in Munich and then winning Madrid the next week. This year, he won Rome, lost in the finals in Madrid, so he's coming in with a lot of confidence. A dangerous floater, Pablo Cuevas. He's won the doubles here before. He won in 2009 with Luis Horna. He is a clay court beast. He has one of the biggest, best backhands in the world. He has a huge kick serve. He's a pretty advantageous draw. He's played very well on the clay this year, winning both in Rio and Sao Paulo. He's a dangerous guy. You should look out for him. Also, a potential mouth-watering 4th round matchup could be Dominic Thiem, who's coming off a win in Nice, against Rafael Nadal. Now, they had a huge and absolute titanic match in Buenos Aires where Thiem beat him 7-6 in the 3rd and eventually won the title. So that could be a really exciting match of the greatest champion the French Open has ever seen and possibly a future French Open champion. There's so many great matches, so many things could happen. At an event like this, the stories are made by the results, but I'd be very surprised if the winner didn't come out of the top 4 seeds. The top players in men's tennis have been so greedy. They've been hoarders. They've won so many of the big tournaments for so long. I don't expect it to change here. Obviously, the big storyline, can Novak Djokovic complete the career Grand Slam? He's been the dominant player in men's tennis for so long, but this has been the one title that has eluded him. There's going to be so many exciting matches, but that Djokovic-Nadal semifinal could be a blockbuster.